30 years ago, Denzel Washington made a movie when he asked you to remember the Titans. And it's playoff time, and tonight, the Lorain High Titans take on the Berea Midpark Titans in a first-round OHSAA game here at George Daniel Field. Jay Ferguson, Tom Bauer here to bring it to you. And Tom, you never know what to expect in the second season.
Because this is a playoff game, there's a chill in the air, and this is playoff season. Berea has a record of 3-7. Lorain has a 9-1, but you never know what happens when you get to playoffs. Yep.
Two vastly different conferences.
Yep.
Midpark plays in the Southwest Conference. Their wins are over Brunswick, Olmsted Falls, which was a bit of a surprise, and Elyria. Lorain, champions of the Lake Erie League at 9-1, losing only to Willoughby South.
So their only opponent is Elyria.
Right.
Now Lorain beat Elyria by a little bit more than Berea did, but I mean, that's no telltale right there.
Both of these teams score a lot of points. Midpark comes in averaging 26 points a game, but giving up 32 points a game.
Yeah, playing some high-powered offenses than the other league.
Game, I believe they lost to Amherst 60-41. That's a lot of points. Well, the Titans are going to kick off from the north end to start the game. Jacob Rivera will put it in play. Tom, interestingly enough, I went over to the locker room early today, and I said, okay, somebody tell me why Jacob Rivera always kicks off from the same hash mark. And they couldn't answer me. But now I see he's on the opposite side.
You know, I give a shout out to Rivera, the Maple Heights game. He kicked 4 out of 5 extra points, and that's what won him the game.
Yep. Yeah, they out extra pointed Olmsted Falls in that game.
Yeah,
Maple Heights.
Yeah.
Number 4, Andre Alexander. And it looks like number 10, that can't be number 10. Can you get the number on the near return guy, Tom?
No, I can't.
80 Tyson Clay, maybe? Deep at about the 10-yard line. Now, one of the Titans got pulled out because he's got his T-shirt hanging out. Dress code game, guys.
Well, there's a
squib kick bouncing along, stopped at the 25. Picked up right there at the 30 and going nowhere. They accomplished what they wanted right there, stopping the return game, and they had an outside shot to get a ball.
Every now and then those things bounce, take funny bounces when there's a football on the ground. So
they'll start right at the 30. 1st and 10 for Midpark.
Now I think Midpark is a throwing team, and Lorain has to shut down their passing game. I mean, that would be a key to.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we got some people who are leading the area in some sacks, so you got to put pressure on the quarterback and cover their passing game.
Danny Bowser, number 6, is the quarterback. He's got trips to the near side. Single setback, bubble screen, complete for big gain. Out across the 50 is number 11, Dylan Maddox.
See, that's what I mean. You can't give up those kind of plays on a bubble screen.
22 yards on first down. Number 3, Justin McDowell, is the setback next to Bowser. The big player to watch is number 50, Mason Zahersky, the near side offensive tackle, who is signed with Bowling Green. Gives straight ahead, big Luke Wilson and Ezra. Is that Ezra? No. David Whitaker there in the backfield for a loss of a yard.
Yeah, you'll see Diaz because he's one of the ones that he's a short tackler that you need him because he'll do a lot of blitzing.
So 2nd and 11. Bowser going to swing it out. He's got another screen pass. That one's handled a little bit better. Gain is about 4 down to the 45. And it's the first 3rd down of the night.
Yeah.
That was McDonald.
McDonald out of the backfield. He'll run or catch that. I think against Elyria, he had 3 touchdowns on that little swing pass, running the ball. So he is somebody you have to stop.
Iro Williams was the first player in. So it's 3rd and 7. Straight back slant pass off the hands. That was almost caught, almost intercepted, and then almost
caught again.
It was off the hands of Dylan Maddox. Then it was off the hands of Joseph Gaines, and Maddox almost got it back.
Yeah.
So it's 4th down and 7, and there is no indication that there's a punt team coming out.
I think they have faith in this short passing game of theirs, in that little bunch over there.
Well, it's 3 to the near side, 2 to the far side. Bowser is all alone in the backfield. Straight back 3-step drop, slant, caught. 1st down and more, inside the 35. Now, that was Gaines and Gaines on the tackle.
Yeah.
Joseph and Jemiah. Titans got caught guard in the air that time in the zone, Tom.
Well, that's what happens. If they cover deep, they're going to stop and turn around right there in the spot.
Straight ahead give. That time it's there. They handled the middle of the line, and Joseph Gaines had to come up. But it's another 1st down. And just what we were afraid of, this high-powered offense has got it going on right now. And they looked like they walked out here knowing they could move the ball. Straight ahead, quarterback keep. He's going to score.
I tell you what, I don't know if it fooled you, but it fooled everybody else on that team, me included. I thought they had a nice tackle there. Oh, and there's a little bit of hold there, but
it wasn't needed, because when he pulled that ball out, it was wide open. So, there's a sideline violation warning. So far tonight, we've had a sideline warning and a T-shirt warning. You want to go down at halftime and ask them how many times before tonight they've called that.
A T-shirt, yep. I've never heard it called.
95, Jalen Ball is the kicker. Drilled that one through. Let's see.
Into the concession stand.
No, bounced short.
It bounced short. So now, let's see if Lorain's high-powered offense can match that one.
You know, Tom, Drew Pasteur, our math colleague from Worcester College, predicts all the games, and he actually had Midpark as a 2-point favorite.
Yeah, I did. I seen that. I did see that.
So 7-0 Midpark. The band is here in full force. Looks like it's Coach Boyas out there asking a question about something. Was there a penalty on the based on where they're lining up? Why are we? There was a penalty on the extra point. So they'll be kicking from the 45. Now Lorain is still 15 yards off the.
Yeah, they'll move up. They have to move up.
One of them has. Okay. Right to there. Now they're too far. This young man's got a nice leg,
Yes, he does.
Jalen Ball, 6'2" senior, and we watched him warm up, and he's pooches it. That's a live ball, and they got it. Lorain was waiting for it to go out of bounds, and number 1, Dylan Reese, ran down, took it on a hop, and Lorain won't get the ball.
Yeah, we won't get a chance to see Lorain's high-powered offense, but they got to make a stop here.
That was the we're going to let it bounce out of bounds play. Number one, you couldn't place that any better. And then the hop that they got was just like you hope for when you decide to do that.
My guess that was a intentional.
Oh, absolutely it was. We watched him warm up and be pregame, and he was.
They don't have enough defenders to cover those three trips over here because they're going to run into that open area and stop.
Bowser, there it is, the bubble screen again, and that is out to number 80, Tyson Clay, ahead for a gain of about 6. And Tom, just what you say, without enough defenders, you got two blockers on two defenders, and the safety's coming up from
15 yards deep
and the other side of the field to make that tackle. That was Osier Kimball. Quarterback keep straight ahead, first down and more inside the 15. Bowser, and right now Midpark's doing what they want.
I didn't see how their blocking scheme went on there, but they took care of Big Luke. Did they have to trap him?
They might be optioning him on that.
Could be, very much so.
I didn't, but he's offset right now. Give straight ahead, and that should be right into Big Luke.
Well, there was a
Ezra Williams crashed down.
There was a big gap over right guard.
Yeah. See, Luke's a nose guard that very seldom lines up on the nose. He's in the big split in the guard center gap on the right side. Bowser straight back, look in, caught. Inside the 10, first down and goal. Inside the 5, that's number 11, Dylan Maddox.
See, this passing attack, Lorain is playing for them to run a conventional down the field kind of pattern where your safety can cover. They're not running that. As soon as that safety takes a step back, he hooks in and catches that little button hook.
And it's not a short hook. Fake the jet sweep, drop the ball down on the 10. First negative play.
And it's Lorain.
Coming out of there with it, Jemias Gaines, number 8. What a stop and a break that was.
Yeah.
Here we'll see it. It's going to be a jet sweep. Gaines came flying in to get that. To be honest with you, I didn't see him sneak in there between the two white shirts. So the Titans will come out from the first time.
I think they got Allen in the backfield, don't they?
T.J. Allen behind Chase Davis. Trips to the near side. Straight back. Davis going to swing it out to Allen, and he didn't get it to him. Incomplete.
See the difference with that little swing pass, you can't go downfield and block because that was a forward pass across the line of scrimmage.
So second and 10 for Lorain. Give is straight ahead. Once again, that is Allen. He got about 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Or that's Kimball, excuse me. Wrote something down and didn't see him sneak back there. Now T.J. Allen will come back in. Kimball will come out in the middle of the 3 receivers with Hyro Williams inside, Joseph Gaines outside. Single receiver to the left. 3rd and 5, Williams in motion. Stops, backs up. Completes to Allen, bounces it outside. Allen going to be short about a yard.
I don't think you're in 4-down territory down here.
No.
But,
4th and 1.
Oh, maybe you are now.
It's 4th and a little bit.
Maybe you are.
Now again, you got Big Mason Zaharsky, number 50, at the near side defensive end, 6'3" and 280. headed to BG on a football scholarship. You better know where he is in every situation. Here's the negative with the gun. Whistle, offsides Midpark.
Hey!
So the Titans get a break. First and 10, Lorain at the 24-yard line. Now we're going to see the swinging gate, it looks like. Gives Davis on a keeper, gets pulled down in the backfield. Out-cuted there.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem was they didn't line up for it. If we'd have thrown it out here.
Yeah, there was only 2 or 3 white shirts out amongst that.
We got set too quick. We did not let them shift to our formation. So it's going to be 2nd and 12. Brandon Serrano comes out wide near side with Kimball and Williams inside of him. Single setback is Allen. Davis rolls. Davis pitches. He's high row off his hand and incomplete.
Look downfield. Serrano was wide open downfield, but possibly the safety let him go after he's seen the pass.
Well, Chase is rolling and not square to throw that pass. So Allen goes back into the backfield. Serrano goes back to the far side. Gains out wide near side.
Oh, that's offside there.
Yeah, you can't get back, and that was the big fellow, Zahersky. Going to give him 5 more. So that makes it a little bit more manageable, 3rd and 7. Now Chase is completing 59% of his passes, 76 of 129 on the year. There's a pitch over the middle. Hyro Williams with a catch and a first down across the 35. That was Gaines deep down this sideline that time, and it almost looked like they forgot about him. I'm talking about the defense.
Yes.
Ray Smith now in at receiver on the near side. Williams and Kimball go to the backfield. Hyro in motion. Whistle.
I think that might have been motion on Lorain, though, at that time.
That one's on Lorain. You could tell by where it came from. Came from the middle. Now, Lorain has had problems with penalties. They almost bit them in the butt last week at Maple Heights, where they got marched halfway to Warrensville.
And usually a penalty is on something big that gets called back.
It's going to get the 5 back. As the outside linebacker for Dylan Otto for Midpark. Berea Midpark.
That's a nose man on, but
fake the straight ahead give. Chase swings it out too high and lucky to get that one back. As Hyro was bracketed there underneath by Austin LaForce and over the top by Naif Shaheen. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
I'm looking at their defensive lineman, Zahorsky. I never seen anyone play that end position that way. I thought he would be in a 4-point stance playing right over our tackles.
Yeah, he's playing a stand-up.
Ends don't usually play that.
Whistle, timeout Lorain. Well, I can remember watching Mason Zahersky as a freshman playing varsity basketball.
Okay.
I mean, he's an athlete. So 4:26 to go, first quarter. Titans down 7-0 as Midpark went 70 yards on the opening kickoff. What do you got for us, Tom?
I got to mention about issue 1. Lorain school buildings Issue 1?
21.
Oh, I'm sorry, issue 21. Lorain school buildings are getting older and need basic repairs to stay safe for our kids. We're talking about keeping security cameras working, fixing door locks, and maintaining heat and cooling systems across all 14 of our schools. Issue 21. Issue 21 will not raise taxes. You'll pay the same as you do now, about $14 per month on a $100,000 home. Every dollar goes directly to keeping our schools buildings safe and in good shape for our thousands of Lorain students who use them every single day.
Back from the timeout, 2nd and 10. Gives straight ahead. That's TJ Allen. Breaks a tackle. Gets some yards after contact out to about the 43. Looks like he's got about 5 or 6. When they spot it, it's going to be 3rd and 5. Quick hitter that time. And the Titans are going to have to run some just like that to keep them honest. Jazion Moore, number 13, in at receiver on the far side. Gaines is all alone out here. It's trips to the left this time. Hyro Williams in the backfield with Chase. They look for the play from Coach Boyes. Now they flip the field with the receivers. Moore stays in the backfield, 2 to each side. Titans were not set, so this Titans weren't set.
Yeah, I can see the penalty on their far side.
It came up right away, and you could see it when they changed the running back and the wide receiver. Hyro never got into his stance. So the penalty is against Lorain. It's illegal motion. It's either 2nd and 10 or 3rd and 5. They chose 2nd and 10. You never want to see anybody drop a football, but if he had to drop one, I'm glad it didn't count. And you could see he just had his hands kind of tangled up there. Now Allen back in the backfield. Williams, Kimball, and Gaines out to the near side. There's those 5 yards back. I think they've gotten Zahersky 3 times now. They're going to give him a blow. He is playing both ways. And he's in the stand-up stance for the fast twitch.
And they bring in another 6'4" end in his place. So they may not have lost much, except for a great athlete.
That's number 17, Cal Maloney. 6'5", 6'4", 250, and a junior.
You see how he plays a lot different.
Yeah,
he's in a 4-point stance.
Now. Straight ahead. Allen went nothing. And there he is. That was from the other side. That was 52, Leonidas Lavdis. Just never got going. The offensive line didn't fire out. It was kind of just caught him, and penetration makes it 4th and should be 3rd and 6, I believe, isn't it? They marched it back for 2nd and 10. No, they're going to punt. So short kick. Whoop. There's a flag.
Down on the sideline?
Yeah, there's a flag on the far side as the ball rolls dead inside the 30. Touchdown there by Joseph Gaines. It's going to be a sideline warning against Midpark.
Sure it was.
They had that. The ball was in the air when they threw that flag.
What could you have been saying on that?
Yeah. I'll tell you what happened was the official ran into somebody. So it was, you got to give him that 3 yards. And everybody thinks that 3 yards means everybody but the coach, but it means everybody.
Including the coach. I know that a lot.
We had one a couple of years ago where we were playing at Garfield Heights, which is a real thin sideline, and I think we got 3 of them. So 1st and 10 for Midpark. Bowser has him out at the 29. 2:40 to go, first quarter. Berea Midpark 7, Lorain nothing. Fakes it. I think he missed the handoff. He throws it long over. That man was as open as Denny's. That was number 11, Dylan Maddox, who had at least one big catch in the first drive. And
they're going to work a lot of combinations off that trips of theirs.
well, you know what that was? He pump faked the bubble screen.
Yeah, he did.
Because it's worked twice, and we didn't get much reaction from the deep safety, and he was open down the seam. Now they put trips to the short side.
They're going to run the ball up the middle then.
Yep. And that's Ezra Williams and Luke Wilson right there, 99 and 51, and a few more. There was 2 guys holding the ball carrier and 6 guys trying to pull the football loose. So no gain there. Going to give him a yard. It's going to make it 3rd and 9. They went for the hard count that time with Bowser. Now he comes up, talks to the lineman, and they change the order of the receivers out here. Drops back. He's got a man over the middle. He caught it.
He did.
Diving catch.
Where did he come from? I didn't see. I was watching the.
He came from the middle.
Middle, yep.
Tyson Clay, number 80. And he went down and got it. And again, without anybody near him, a good throw, and he scores. 1st and 10 at the 50, just over the 50, call it the 49.
What's number 10 out here? Yeah.
There's the bubble screen fake, and they go the other way to a screen. And this is trouble. Down the sidelines goes Justin McDonald, down inside the 20, it appears. That'll move the sticks again. See, Tom, again, that time, if you look at if we have a replay of that, they faked the bubble screen action to the near side. Watch the 3 receivers. We're back to live, straight ahead, give McConnell. And when he's down, it's going to be 1st and goal inside the 5. Only a big hit stopped him from scoring. That was Joseph Gaines. But here's that bubble screen look, and then again, they're doing it every time with the 3 receiver set. Is the same action.
I don't think Lorain has seen a passing attack this sophisticated this year. Yeah.
Minute 3 to go. Now there's a whistle and there's timeout on the field. I'm not sure if one of the teams took a timeout or they sent McDonald out to be checked over by the trainer. He took a pretty hard hit, and he's down there standing talking to what I assume would be the trainer.
Let me read about summer softball then. It's cold weather to think about summer softball, but looking for the perfect summer activity for your child, Lorain Summer Softball is back and better than ever for 2025. Whether your little slugger is a future all-star or just starting out, we got a place for every player age 5 to 14. Our inclusive program welcomes all skill levels.
So McDonald is taken off. He walked off under his own power. Now the backup running back's number 33, Xavier Harden. He's a 5'9" freshman.
He's the freshman we've seen warming up.
Bowser has Harden to his right. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to score.
I think he got hit hard, but it was 1 yard deep into the end zone.
So with 39 seconds to go in the first quarter, Danny Bowser gets his 2nd touchdown, this time from 2 yards. And it's 13 looking for 14 as Jalen Ball will attempt the extra point. drives that through onto the track, and it's 14-0 Midpark. Well, Tom, his first quarter couldn't have gone much worse.
No. I thought Lorain would, to win this game, they're going to have to jump out to an early lead, and it just turned around where Midpark jumps out to the early lead. Now Lorain got to come back. They got to get into the passing mode, and they got to score.
Turnovers and penalties, the same two kinds of things.
Yeah.
Did they call the extra point no good? I'm sorry.
It was long enough, wasn't it? It just must have been a little bit
must
wide.
Have pulled it. But it's 13-0 Midpark. And ball will kick off. Now, the last time he kicked, he pooched it to about the 30-yard line on the far side, and Lorain watched it hop, and Midpark recovered it. There's the same kick. He calls a fair catch, but
you got to catch
that. Was one heck of a play by an alert Titan. That was number 11, Johnny Geiger, and he saved a disaster because the Titan called for a fair catch, but you got to catch it.
Yeah. Here it is right here.
He's got his hand up, he's waving at it, but he's not going to get it. Geiger comes in, saves the day.
Now the person who signals a fair catch doesn't have to catch it. Someone else could catch it.
Right, once it bounces, it's all
no,
off.
it's all. Oh, that's over. Yeah.
Yeah, once it bounces, he's the only one that can catch it. But once it hit the ground, and it did, Geiger just caught it going out of bounds.
Yeah, I think Lorain has seen some things in this game so far that they haven't seen this season in 10 games.
So 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. And Chase Davis keeps it out across the 40 to about the 41 for 3. You hate to say that any drive is must score in the first quarter especially, but the Titans really need to get something going and give the defense a break. It seems like they've been on the field the whole quarter. And they were for 2 long drives before the Titans touched the ball because of the mix-up on the kickoff. Kimball comes out to relay the message.
Oh, they're going to let this quarter run out.
Quarter runs out. We've played one at the George. Berea Midpark 13, Lorain nothing. Back with more after this timeout.
For every just one more mile to your next ace on the court, when you have a sports-related injury, Cleveland Clinic is here. For our Cavaliers, our Guardians, and athletes at all levels, our sports medicine team helps keep you in the game. With expert diagnosis, personalized sports therapies, and game-changing surgeries. For every injury, for every athlete, for every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic.
In Lorain City Schools, we believe in providing more than just an education. We offer experiences that inspire, nurture, and empower our students. From vibrant art and dance classes to career pathways that shape futures. Nurturing preschool environments to milestones of graduation. In Lorain City Schools, every moment is an opportunity to experience more. Enroll today and unlock a world of possibilities.
Hey, students.
Back here at George, Daniel set to start the second quarter. 2nd and 7 for Lorain, trailing 13-0. Chase Davis has Jazion Moore in the backfield. 2 receivers to each side. Straight back faking it. Chase under pressure, jumps up and throws it short in the direction of Brandon Serrano.
I think he was just getting rid of it to save the sack.
Yeah.
Now, I'm looking at Lorain. I think they can get a little bubble screen out there also. They're not covering that inside slot man very well.
Well,
but he has to step back so they can get a block on his defender.
That seemed like it was everybody deep, and they didn't have a release man that time. And again, twins to each side and more in the
See,
backfield.
now Kimball's not being covered tight.
He's in the slot on the far side. And now they switch sides of Moore. Throw over the middle. Chase sidearms it past behind Hyro Williams for incomplete. It's 4th and 10. 7, excuse me.
Here comes the punt squad, yep.
I'm a little bit curious. We haven't seen Jazion Moore much at all in the backfield. And TJ Allen was out that whole possession. Titans set to punt. That is JL Diaz in punt formation. Single safety back at the 30. Good snap. Boot is away. Boot is sideways. Going to go out of bounds at about the 50.
Now, I've seen him get off some beautiful punts and get the roll after the punt, but these last two have not been to his caliber.
Yeah, right at the 50 is where I had it going out, and that's where they're going to spot it. So about a 7-yard gain on that punt, Tom.
Yeah. I remember the very first punt he did, the first punt of the year, I think it was about a 50-yarder. I said, boy, this boy can punt.
Empty backfield for Midpark. 2 to the near side, 3 to the far side. Bowser brings a man in motion now, fakes the jet sweep, going to go behind it. Got a block. He's got 10, 11 yards and a first down.
The 79 looks like that right tackle pulled and led him.
Yep. They pulled both the backside guys, 79 and 76.
One traps, one leads through the hole.
This is a much more sophisticated offense than Lorain has seen this year.
And here's
Bowser straight back, going to run it again. They have figured out how to deal with Luke Wilson. They're going to invite him in and run by him.
Bye.
Gain was 4 that time. Second and, well, let's call it 7. Short 7, long 6.
This trips over here is open again. I think they're coming this way.
There's the bubble. Big hit that time by Osir Kimball.
Yeah.
As Dylan Maddox was doing a juggling act. I bet he lopped that up in the air 4 or 5 times. Once, twice, 3, 4. Incomplete, 3rd and 7.
Yeah, he catches the ball. You can't blame Osir for not taking the ball away from him. Who thought you're going to juggle the ball down the field? Now, how are they going to work out of this bunch?
Here he goes. Here he goes. Here he goes. And then he play him, he slide. He don't even want to get hit. Slide.
Wow. I think those are predetermined quarterback reads or quarterback draws. Because the linemen are doing what they're supposed to do. Azure Williams got him that time, didn't he? Is that Azure? No, 60.
Why are we looking for guys right now?
My mic's not on, I'm sorry. Bowser has him 2nd and 5. Fake that pass was knocked down at the line by Diaz, number 16. And so it'll be 3rd and 5. Bowser hadn't had anybody in the backfield with him this whole set, Tom. 3 to the far side. Going to keep it straight ahead, shut down by Ezra Williams, number 51, crashing in from the far side end. Diaz also there.
Now, we've seen this kicker.
No, you're not going to see him now.
No, he's coming out. Now, we've seen the kicker.
He can
kick
make
from
it
this far, yeah.
But it's 4th and 4. You're playing with house money, up 13-0.
Watch the quarterback. Quick
Bowser has run it every play this drive, has he not?
Yeah. Well, a couple passes.
Let's
Right.
go.
Incompletion. Straight back, Bowser to throw. Bowser has a man on the bubble. Man down the middle. He's going to score. That's number 80, Tyson Clay. 4th and 4. A 20-yard pass, and again, it's the bubble screen, and they're bringing it to the middle because the safety is so deep. That's a lineman that got downfield to get the safety. That was Zahersky.
Wake up.
Ball rather. Spot down, kick up, kick good. 20 for Midpark, nothing for Lorain.
I think Lorain's going to have to do some soul searching and figure out a way. You got to stop that. You got to hard nose somebody in there, and it,
Yeah, they have not dealt well with the trips.
No.
Coach Leva out there kind of as the motivating guy, I think. Midpark will kick once again, this time from the north end. Both of the first 2 kicks went to the right to about the 35-yard line. They've moved Diaz up to about the 34. They've moved everybody up. I wouldn't be surprised now if they pooched it in the middle.
Yeah. I think he's going to drive it to the end zone.
Jalen Ball.
Make him run the length of the field. Nope, that's another pooch.
Caught there on a fair catch. There's a flag. I don't know what the flag would be. Ball was taken by number 11, Johnny Geiger. Now, the only thing I can figure is they called him for an inadequate fair catch signal. And the referee is waving his arm above his head.
Yeah. Now, that is the rule. But I've seen a lot of officials, as soon as you put your hand up, everyone knows what's going to happen.
Here's the one thing. Nobody misinterpreted it.
No.
Because nobody hit him.
Because every Midpark player stopped.
Yeah.
They knew it was a fair catch.
There it is. Illegal fair catch signal against Lorain. I think is that the same as a delay of game?
They could have cracked it. Took the ball from him anyway. His hand.
Yep, 5
5 yards.
Take it back to the 25.
You do have to wave it twice. I mean, if you look at the actual rule book,
Okay.
I've never seen it really. I've seen it called, but I haven't never seen it emphasized like that.
Well, Lamar Miller over center here. Get the Titans going here. Chase Davis in the backfield, with, looks like T.J. Allen. Or is it Hyro Williams? It's Hyro. Hyro breaks a tackle. Hyro's got a first down out across the 35 to the 40. All 150 pounds of Hyro with soaking wet with his backpack on. Gives straight ahead again. That one's not going to work. That's the counter. He made something out of nothing there. stuck with it and got about 4 because he was hit in the backfield. Titans trying to play fast.
Yeah, they are.
Now the problem with Titans playing fast is they're the ones that have everybody going both ways.
See, they brought the defender up to hard nose and they brought him off.
Pitch to Jairo. Jairo cuts it up. Jairo's across the 50, another first down. Well, that's your playmaker. You got to find a way to get him the ball.
But you can also use him as a decoy in one of these plays and hit at somebody else.
Motion. Straight ahead. Nope. Chase keeps it. Chase is hit at the line, maybe a yard. Slow whistle. A couple times tonight. We had about 8 guys holding one of their runners up the one time.
So I think the
no gain. 2nd and 10. Jay-Z on more 13 goes out far side along with Gaines and Kimball. Serrano near side. Jairo in the backfield. Behind Davis now.
Now they can get a pass downfield, I think, on this
left.
left.
Be a good time for the screen.
Yeah.
There's the little flip to Jairo. He's got blockers ahead of him. First down and more down inside the 30. I think this we call our Jairo set. There's the band. First and 10 at the 26. Haven't had a lot to cheer about so far. It's 20-0 Midpark. 7 minutes, 6 seconds to go in the second quarter. Straight ahead, Jairo, jumps cut. Got another big one down inside the 20 to about the 15. That's going to be 11 yards and another first down.
And Davis is talking to the official like, why did I get knocked down 15 yards away from the play after the play was over? And I think
Coach Boyes wants to know the same thing. Do we have that one on replay, guys? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Chase Davis with Jairo Williams to his left and behind. 3 to the far side, Serrano to the near side.
See, I think they can get the ball to O'Sear on a little bubble screen.
There's a huge hole on the right side of the line. Chase Davis keeps it near side, inside the 10.
Fumble the ball!
And Midpark has it. No, doesn't.
They called him down?
I don't know.
No, it looks like they're changing.
Nope. Let's see, here it is. Chase pulls it down, carrying it loose, and it was just pulled loose and then scooped right in by number 4, Andre Alexander.
Yeah.
Very alertly.
He didn't punch it out, he pulled it out.
And it popped right to him.
Yeah.
So what a promising drive, but it ends 10 yards short of the goal line, and it also ends with Chase Davis on the ground.
Well, while they're looking at them, I started reading about summer softball. Let me finish this up a little bit. We're talking about summer softball, letting your player, and don't let your child miss out on a summer full of fun and friendship. Sign up today by scanning the QR code on your screen. You see it right now. Lorain Summer Softball, where every player gets their chance to shine. Scan this QR. Let your players play.
What happens when 2 awkward romantics learn about love from their very questionable spirit guides? Find out when Lorain High School's drama club puts on Crushed, a comedy about fantasy worlds colliding with real-life romance. It's 2 nights only, next Friday and Saturday at the Performing Arts Center at Lorain High School. Chase being helped off the field right now by... He's going to walk our hobble off. So Midpark takes over on the 10. Titans' best drive of the night. They go 65 yards. They needed to go 75. Actually, that's on the 11.
Well, I seen Whitaker over here warming up on the sideline, so.
Yep. David played one full game when Chase was out with the ankle against Bedford, I believe. Just a quarterback keep. Bowser just he used the motion to send the linebacker wide with the running back and followed behind in the hole and gained about 8 yards.
A lot of times you got to spy the quarterback if he's a runner, which he is.
Well, I know one thing, Tom. We have not seen a team pull their linemen like this team does.
No. Now, Lorain did a couple years ago. They were a trapping, pulling team.
Yeah, and not now. Now they're a zone block team.
Yeah.
But they're pulling big 76. Snap back, fake. Bowser wants to throw. Bowser get hit as he throws. That one was up in the air.
There's some sportsmanship.
Helped him up.
Yeah,
That's
helped him
Terreno
up.
Allen, number 7. Knocked him down as he was throwing and then waited to see if it was caught before he picked him up. Well, you're not going to help him up if there was an interception. But 2nd and 10 for Midpark. 6:10 to go, about halfway through the second quarter. This is where it needs to start, Tom.
Yep. Right now.
Got to prove we can stop them. Give straight ahead. That's going nowhere. That big loop. I would assume Demetrius Nixon.
Well.
Is that Braden? That's Braden Buchanan in there, 68. So 3rd and 10.
Take that ball back!
See, they're hard-nosed in this little bunch over here now, which will help, but they're going down to the middle.
Oh, off the hands
Yeah.
of number 11, Dylan Maddox. And then O'Sear had a chance at it, but it was going too hard even when it got to him. And that'll force a Midpark punt. So they go.
This is the stop we waited for.
1 first down and out. That's a ball is also the punter. Deep for the Titans is Joseph Gaines. Decent end-over-end kick, hits at the 45, takes a big bounce inside the 35, inside the 30, down to the 25-yard line. So that's a good punt.
Yeah.
52 yards with no return.
Well, Gaines was deep enough. He was deep enough. I mean, they scouted. They knew how far he could kick it.
It actually landed short of him and just took that big, huge hop. Because Gaines was at the 40, the ball hit at the 45. Chase Davis is in the offensive huddle. You can see both of his ankles are spatted up, and he is really hobbling. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the only play he gets this series, the way he is limping around.
But we've seen Whitaker, and you know Whitaker has a big arm also.
What you lose is you lose the athleticism of Chase. But you lose it anyhow when his ankle's like it is.
Well, they have an outside linebacker, number 0 over there now.
It's almost like a monster, isn't he?
Onto LaForest.
Over the middle, that's just thrown to no one and dropped. Nope. I'm hoping that's incomplete because Lorain didn't.
Lorain thinks they have the ball. I didn't see what's going on.
And down, we have a Titan down in the backfield. And that's got to be Chase Davis. Now the ball is still spotted at the 47. This will be an interesting one. We have benefit. Lorain did not recover the ball. There's been no indication. Can we see it again, guys? Here it is. Chase is hit and crumbled. Now that's picked off, and I think it's
incomplete.
an incomplete. Serrano punched it out. Their guy thought it was incomplete. Geiger almost had the recovery, but there wasn't one. Now let's see what they're going to call here. They're calling it a first down for Lorain, and they've moved the sticks. So you can't get much bigger a break than that, Tom. Incomplete would have been the right call, I think.
I think so.
If not, then an interception and Midpark recovery. I didn't see a Titan anywhere near the football, but we'll take it.
Yeah, I can see how their defense is working. They got their stud lineman, Zahorski. He's always going wide side.
Yep.
But they have another linebacker, Austin LaForce. He's sometimes playing outside of Zahorski. Now he's inside of him.
Yep, and gives straight ahead to T.J. Allen. That was Whitaker at quarterback, by the way, ahead to the 50 for 3. And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a run, didn't they?
Now, Whitaker needs time to throw because
Right.
he throws a nice deep ball, but you
Right.
need time. Are they going to get the time?
Avery Martin comes in and lines up at tight end. Signal in. 3 receivers to the far side, tight end to the near side.
Oh!
Off his helmet. Whitaker has it. Whitaker going to lose about 12 yards.
That hit his hands and then
Hands
bounced
and
on
then
his
bounced up
helmet.
and hit him, and he's hobbling, and he goes down. But now you're into your panic mode. I think the next man up is O'Sear Kimball. And he might have had that ankle rolled over on. So it's 3rd and a mile. They've got to go to the 43 from the 39, so make it 3rd and 18. The third quarterback would technically be listed as Leonard McCall, either number 5 or number 27, I'm thinking in blue.
But they've ran enough
But
Wildcats.
they've run it with Kimball
Yeah.
and Williams enough that they. O'Sear's 1 of 2 with a touchdown pass.
Yeah.
Okay, Whitaker is up. And I think after the initial shock, I think he's, if I were to speculate, we'll see him again. So now, who do we get? I think it's going to be
O'Sear is going to.
Well, no, it's not.
Let's go!
Chase Davis is back in. How about that?
Let's go, Chase!
Straight back to throw. Chase, lots of time now. Didn't get rid of it. Another big loss of 10. Now, Tom, here's a little bit of a question for you. I can't imagine why Hyro Williams was in the backfield, back there right next to him when he got tackled. Let's take a look and see. See, Hyro never goes anywhere. That wasn't going to be a screen pass either.
Shake it off!
So 4th and a lot.
Shake it off! Let's go!
27.
Let's go!
Diaz to kick in this first half that has been all Midpark's version of the Titans.
There's one man short.
That would be Whitaker. T.J. Allen in as a personal protector.
Talk to them boys.
Better kick, but still short. Going to hit short of the 50. Bounce past the first down yardage.
At least they got a roll for Lorain. A Lorain roll.
But Midpark's going to have it in great field position again.
You know, sometimes these big times offenses, they don't care about where they get the ball.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Tom, there were two plays stick out in my mind in this first half. The first one is right after Midpark scored the first time, the kickoff, where they intentionally have pooched it and recovered it on the fly. It said, we're here to try anything we can to win. And then the fumble on the last Lorain drive down at the 10-yard line. Straight ahead, Bowser. There's a flag way behind the play by the referee.
Now, is it on Wilson, or is it somebody holding Wilson?
Holding on Midpark.
Yep. Because that was Luke that was all the way back there.
Yeah.
Like you said, they ran him right past the quarterback as the quarterback came up. It's hard to see here how they're blocking that, but they're wide open in the middle.
Oh, my gosh. And their splits are really inconsistent. When I say that, they're different on the right than they are on the left. Look at, you've got a full yard on the right side between the center and the guard.
I've noticed that before.
You have maybe a foot between the center and the left guard. Bowser wants to throw. Bowser throws a slant, complete. That's number 80, Tyson Clay, who caught the touchdown pass earlier. Gain of about 7 makes it 2nd and 13. 2:10 to go, clock running, second quarter. Titans show blitz and come. Diaz got grabbed that time. Up for grabs. Incomplete. Hyro Williams was out there. The ball bounced away. That looks like it might have been McDonald.
Let's go, defense!
You know what surprised me, Tom, is how much Midpark has run without a setback. They've got the freshman back there now, hard. But that might be the first play this quarter they've had a setback.
Yeah, they're empty a lot.
Ezra Williams hit the quarterback, but not before he got rid of it. Complete and enough for the first down. Number 8, Jariah Haynes. Whistle timeout Midpark with 1:38.
Did he run that crossing pattern?
All the way across.
All the way across the field. Yeah. Here he comes.
They sent the back out behind him and just brought him under. His arm got hit and it still got there. So 20-0, 1st and 10 at the 42. Midpark looks to finish off this first half statement they've made against Lorain.
Yeah, Lorain almost has to hold him out there. You don't want to go down 28, 27.
Absolutely.
I give a lot of credit to this Midpark line. You get them out there blocking a lot.
Yeah.
Pulling, trapping, leading.
Going for it all. He's got a man, but he just overthrew number 8.
Hyro was right with them.
Hyro was right there again. That'll stop the clock with 1:32 on 2nd and 10.
Here comes that empty backfield again.
Watch the quarterback.
Yep.
I don't think they have more on the weak side than they have on the strong side.
And they're going to get 5 yards as Avery Martin comes off sides. Takes it down inside the 40 to the 38, makes it a little easier, 2nd and 5. Each team with 2 times out. Follows into that big gap between the guard and the center for about 2 yards. That's Bowser. Middle of the defense. Mias Gaines, number 8 right there.
Timeout on.
Timeout Midpark. Well, they want to make a statement. They want another touchdown before the end of the half.
Are they trying to entice someone into that big gap? And that's how they're blocking down on it? I don't know. I can't figure that out yet.
It looks to me like we're putting Luke opposite the big gap, which is kind of creating a natural lane for them. But I don't know if that's to give the backer a little bit clearer of a look and a run, or.
But you don't want to create a natural bubble either.
They haven't blown our defense off the field. They've gone around them and, out-schemed them a little bit in the sense that they've, bubble screens have worked and things like that. They've very well prepared for what they've seen tonight.
And they haven't brought their running back, McDonald, back in yet.
No, it's hard. Bowser's going to roll. Bowser's going to throw. He's got a man. That is Maddox for another first down inside the 30 to the 27. Stop the clock to move the chains. Whistle. Officials timeout. Can't see who that looks like. White pants, so I'm going to guess it's one of the Midpark players, perhaps Maddox, since it's right where I hear from above. A voice from above says it's number 11.
How about issue 21 again? Lorain school buildings are getting older and need basic repairs to stay safe for our kids. We're talking about keeping security cameras working, fixing door locks, and maintaining heating and cooling systems across all 14 of our schools. Issue 21 will not raise taxes. You'll pay the same amount as you do now, about $14.50 per month on a $100,000 home. Every dollar goes directly to keeping our schools and buildings safe and in good shape for the thousands of Lorain students who use them every day.
Okay, 1st and 10 for Berea Midpark. There's the give.
About balls on the ground.
Picked up by the Titans, I believe.
I think so too. I thought it was a flag, but I think it was just a marker.
No, that was the beanbag.
Yeah.
Although it's really kind of just a streamer anymore. Still don't see a signal, which means
the defense is staying out there, so I guess I thought Lorain had it.
Well, then that's a first down. He must have gotten it back, Hart.
They don't have enough on the far left side to defend that pass over there.
It's coming to the near side, and they've got a big, tall receiver overthrown, intended for number 12, Nick Reese.
That's the first time I heard his name.
Yep.
as a receiver.
So now it's third down as the fumble and the recovery came on a first down. The gain was about 3 on that, so 3rd and 7.
Here comes the play from the sideline. Again, I'm thinking about they're going left this time.
Straight back, Bowser. But again, the ball was hit, but complete for a first down inside the 15. That's number 40 is Aiden Spraggins. Clock stopped to move the sticks with 41 seconds to go. Was there a penalty? There was a penalty. They're putting the chains back real quick. That's why they're over there with the sticks. 5 yards. But really more like 15 when you take the chain away. It's got to wind the clock as well. So 3rd and 12 from the 29. Empty backfield again. Bunch of 3 to the left.
Here comes
the bubble screen. That's down to about the 21.
Whoa.
That was going in for the ball after he laid it down. The receiver was number 8, Jariah Haynes. 4th down and 5 with 14 seconds to go. Who stopped the clock? Did they have a timeout to call? I thought they were done.
One of those timeouts I thought they called, but you said it might have been an official timeout?
It might have been. So obviously it was with 14 seconds to go in the half. Tom, I'm looking at some of these interesting scores from other places. A couple of shockers just as big as right here, if they're correct. Fox 8 has Napoleon 40 over Clearview, nothing.
Wow.
In the second quarter.
Wow.
And Sandusky 21-13 over Clay at Clay in the second quarter. But again, we're at the mercy of the person that calls in. So I hope both of those are incorrect for the local schools. Bowser over
down the middle, down the middle.
Pitch and catch. Down to about the 2 with 9 seconds to go. That was number 40, Aiden Spraggins. Clock winding. Clock never started.
Well, he spiked it.
But we never started the clock.
Well, you gotta wait as a first down, isn't it?
Well, it would, but he signaled
ball
I see. In play, and the clock never started.
Now I don't know what the rules are currently. Time.
Illegal shift on. Now that should start the. Because that's no play, right?
Are you allowed to spike the ball?
Absolutely.
No. Are you allowed to spike the ball from a shotgun, or you have to be under
center? I believe the high school you can.
Okay. Remember in the old rules.
That's going to do it. Or is it? Yeah, they started the clock, which they should have.
Yeah.
And that'll do it for the first half. But this one's been all Berea Midpark. They're 20 to Lorain, and no score. Back with the band after this timeout.
I graduated in 2021. When I got to high school, and there was a theater program, and I got to pick my classes in 8th grade. I saw theater, and that was one of the very first classes I signed up for. The memories I have from theater should open my mind and open my eyes to seeing from a different perspective, which I think was so awesome. The cast parties and the friends that I made, it's memories I'll keep for the rest of my life.
Hi guys, my name is Faisar Olatoye. I graduated from Lorain High School. I'm currently at Howard University in Washington, D.C., studying international business. What do I want to do it myself that is inclusive to helping others. I knew that I wanted to give back to my community. So then I chose international business because I know that I want to get into helping people on a global scale.
Experience what it means to be Lorain proud in Lorain City Schools. From unleashing creativity in art classes to busting a move in dance sessions, Lorain City Schools is where students experience more. Our preschool programs provide a nurturing environment where young minds thrive. And when it's time to graduate, our students step into the world with confidence and pride. Ready to experience more? Enroll today and unlock endless possibilities in Lorain City Schools. Join us and let your journey begin. Experience the magic of creativity in Lorain City Schools. Our Fine Arts program offers more than just classes. It's an adventure in self-expression, exploration, and growth. From elementary to high school, our students dive into a world of music, art, dance, and digital design, guided by industry professionals and fueled by their passions. Experience more in Lorain City Schools with an expanded fine arts program that will allow your child's creativity to soar. Enroll today.
guys, I sold at least like 20 pairs. What's the pair that always been looking? He was just here.
Let's go, Chase!
Let's go, number 9. Turn up, baby.
And we're back ready for second half to begin. Berea Midpark up 20-0 will kick from the north end of the field. Jalen Ball, number 95, will kick. Titans have tightened up their formation with single man back deep, bringing Osir Kimball up into the middle of the field at the 25-yard line. That one's just booted away, and it's going to hit and go into the end zone, which I think the Titans are fine with.
I think he could have done that all three previous kicks, so I'm sure all those pooches were planned.
Well, they recovered one and almost got a second one. So yeah,
I don't know if did they see something on scouting or did they just try it?
Yeah, I think it was just try it.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, it worked. Let's do it again. Because I would think that the Titans' advantage would be in the speed department. That is Chase Davis at quarterback. He was late coming out. David Whitaker warmed up as well. Both went out with ankle injuries. Terreno Allen next to him. Hyro Williams to the near side. TJ Allen gets about 2 or 3 to the Let's give him the 22. Second and about 8. Titans really need a drive, Tom. You got to
eat the clock a little bit and get some yards. Exactly right.
Got to get something to feel good about. Jalen Malone came off after the first play, one of the linemen.
See, here's how they cover trips. See the difference the way Midpark does it?
Straight ahead give to Allen. Across the 25 to about the 27. 3rd and 3.
Now they've moved Zahorsky over here to the wide side.
Now something's going on in the middle of the field with TJ, and he just went down. He's got a cramp. We recognize the international symbol for cramp.
Legs straight up in the air.
Luke Wilson recognizes it as well. He's in an offensive line, and he's stretching out that cramp.
I'll just stretch him.
I got you, Trace.
They've watched Tracy do it enough that they can do it themselves.
It looked like he and the tackler were tangled up for a minute. And, I was trying to figure out how it could be lower legs tangled up, but he was just standing on one leg with it up in the air for the longest time. So big 3rd down coming up. 3rd and a long, 3 for Lorain. And they'll do it without TJ Allen. He's going to walk off under his own power, but once you start cramping, it's hard to get rid of them.
Usually this cold weather doesn't bring the cramping on. It's that hot, humid weather.
Well, but you sat in the locker room for a long time in the heat. You got to come out and get a good stretch. So the Titans will come back 3rd and 3. Into the backfield is 16, J.L. Diaz. Behind and to the left of Chase Davis. Trips to the near side, single receiver far side. Fake it, sling it sidearm. Short for... Now, what that showed me there was he threw that flat-footed, so his ankle's not right. Now, they're looking like they may go for this. Whitaker's coming in. Davis is coming out. And they'll go into punt formation. Diaz is already in, I think. That's as short a punt formation as you'll ever see, though. Okay, that looks like they're going to run a play.
No, yeah.
Now they're dropping him back. High snap, pulled down, boot away. I don't know how it wasn't blocked, but there's the flag for roughing the kicker. Now the officials will talk, and I'm not sure that wasn't touched. And if it was touched, all bets are off. He had 2 officials flagged, so it definitely was not touched in their mind.
Here's an advantage.
Running into the kicker.
In the pros, that's different. In high school, is there any difference between running into and roughing?
I'm not sure how, with his foot up in the air, how it's not 15. But they mark off 5, but still enough for the first down. So the Titans have had a couple of breaks, but they failed to capitalize on any of them. 1st and 10 from the 32. That's Whitaker with Hyro Williams next to him. Osir Kimball is the inside of the 3 receivers to the near side, and they are up in bump and run.
With cover 2, they got 2 safeties for the deep.
And Hyro gets the ball, loses a couple. If it's a run, Whitaker's not a runner, and Chase is hobbling, so if he's in, he's not a runner. That's going to be a loss of 2. Second and let's call it 11, benefit of the doubt. Screen pass
Oh.
Knocked away from Hyro Williams in a great defensive play by number 23, Jake Sekula, 5'8" linebacker. He's kind of been spying Hyro.
Maybe that's, yes, exactly. You see, he didn't get sucked in on that screen where he rushed the quarterback.
Right.
But look at the bubble they have from 50 over to the nose man.
Yeah.
I mean, that is 5 yards.
Of course, with your back 7 yards behind the play, Whitaker's going to go down, losing about 12 on that sack. Going to make it 4th and a mile.
Here comes a real punt
That was
team.
the linebacker, Mitchell Hausler, number 15.
I didn't see where he came from, but he had to be coming from the left side.
He was. He was the linebacker on the left side. He came inside the end. Diaz counts to 11. High snap, pulled down again. He's got time. Gets away a short kick that's going to hit at about the 40. Took a big bounce across the midfield. Fireworks went off in the background behind the stadium.
I don't know if you noticed this, but I don't know if anybody's seen it on the Lorain coaching staff, but no one rushed the punt.
Not that time.
No one rushed the punt that time. Everyone went downfield. That's the time you see the punter delay, and then take off themselves.
That's where we had to we needed a long way to go. If they were ever going to call a return, that was the time. We needed 27 yards.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 for Midpark from, I keep saying Midpark, it's Berea Midpark. I apologize to those of you out there who have gone through that merger. I know how that feels. I went through 2 of them in Lorain.
I think Lorain's in the neutral zone.
I do too, right here on the corner.
They didn't get called.
Guess not. Over the middle, got a man running free down the middle. That was a big hit, high hit by Joseph Gaines. Number 4, Andre Alexander.
How did he get so open down the middle? They don't have any undercover. Wow.
That was really a high hit.
Is Joseph the one they call JoJo?
Yes. There's a flag, and that's going to be on Midpark. Unsportsmanlike conduct is the call on Midpark. And I think what you had is a coach protecting his player. It was far from being a dirty shot, but it was high. And if the flag had been thrown for a defenseless receiver, wouldn't have argued with it. Down on one knee is Alexander, getting his bridge work checked out. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against Midpark. So that'll make it 1st and 25. And it'll take it back to the 45. You know what part of the problem is we got a whole stadium full of people used to watching NFL and college rules.
Yeah.
And they're different at all 3 levels. That was an exact play that happened at Ohio State last week when the kid got called for targeting and then overturned by the league. Bowser pulled down as he tried to get through the line by Jemias Gaines after a gain of about 1, 2nd and 24.
The McDonald hasn't been back in. They've had the freshman in ever since they had a running back.
Right. Yeah, Harden has been playing. Bowser bubble screen. Cop outside. That's Clay. Got the penalty yardage back. Going to be about 3rd and 9. Make it 3rd and 8 as Bowser calls for the snap. Straight ahead give to Harden. He's not going to get there. He's going to get a better than half of it, though. It's going to set up 4th and 3. And I got to believe, unless they want to get the field goal team some work, that they'll go for it.
Early in this first quarter, they were doing this read option on the same exact situation.
Right.
Oh, he's calling the quarterback draw.
Wouldn't be surprised. Straight back. Now he's going to throw it. Got a man. 1st down. That is number 40, Aiden Spraggins.
See, that's sophisticated. You need 3 yards, you pick up 4.
Well, and you can't let him catch it there. And we were caught behind. Coming up, but too late, was Joseph Gaines. Straight ahead, that's Bowser down inside the 10 to about the 5. And the wheels are starting to come off now, Tom.
That was his big tackle, Zahorski, leading the charge. Look, he's pulling from the other side.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's got Diaz 12 yards down the field.
Yeah, they run away from him, but he is still the main blocker.
Yep. So 1st and goal for Berea Midpark. Straight ahead.
Yep.
Somebody guessed right on the snap count there. That was Luke Wilson.
Yeah, he was.
79 now, along with JL Diaz 16.
Well,
they just about took the handoff.
He has to be a 79. Oh, he just bull rushed straight through.
He pushed the center back.
Yeah. He has to wear 79 because he's playing some offense too.
Yeah, and that's an eligible receiver number.
This is a tight formation. They have no wide receivers.
No wide receivers. Yeah, this is for
There's
film.
a little bunch over there.
That's for film. He had an open receiver to the far corner, chose the near corner and overthrew him. You know, sometimes, with the score where it is in the second half, Tom, you're just looking to get something on video.
Could be. Now they're back to spread.
So, yeah, now they spread them out. Fake the jet sweep, and Bowser follows Zahorski down back to the 5-yard line. Here comes the field goal unit now, I think.
He followed his blockers to a T, one hand on their back.
That looks like the specialist crew. This will be Jalen Ball. From 23, plenty of distance. And it's good. 23 for Berea Midpark, nothing for Lorain. With 5:11 to go in the third quarter. Now what you got to worry about is running clock.
Next touchdown with extra point.
Yep.
Now Lorain can stop that, but getting a nice drive on their own and score.
Well, you know, I mean, you're not playing for, you know, looking good now. You're trying to come back.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens with this kickoff. They kicked it in the end zone to start the half. Now he booms it again. And that's going to go over Gaines' head and hit the tee and Titan. So he got all of that one. Titans will start again at the 20.
That's a big time leg right there.
Yeah.
Senior? I didn't see what he was.
I believe
James
so.
Ball kicker, 12th grade, yep.
What if he's a soccer player? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Now see, that league used to have a rule.
You can't play both.
I don't know if they still do or not.
Which I thought was a silly rule.
Of course,
for that,
this isn't a league game now.
Yeah.
So who do we have? We have David Whitaker in the full house backfield with O'Sear Kimball to his right, Hyro Williams to his left. Twins to the near side, single receiver out, 25 to the far side. O'Sear straight ahead has a big hole. O'Sear breaks a tackle into the clear at the 40, cuts it up across the 50, across the 40 down to the 35. 45 yards on that carry. Serrano did a good job getting in people's way downfield without getting a clip or an illegal block.
I like this two-back set here.
That's Kimball. Down inside the 30 for about 7 that time. That looked like it was confusion, like Hyro fortunately went sideways before the snap. So a little life into the Titans offense here, back-to-back positive plays.
Now with the they're getting out of the two backs though.
Are they?
Oh, they're just bringing a different one in.
Let's see. They are getting out of it. That's Diaz, 16 to the right of Whitaker. He gets it straight ahead, down to about the 25, close to a first down. Going to be 3rd and short, I believe. Judging by the gentleman on the far side of the field, looks to be about a foot short. Whitaker calls for the snap. Now there's a whistle, and somebody had their hand down and lifted it up, I'll guarantee it. Yep.
That is a senseless penalty when you're a foot away.
Now it's 3rd and 5. And when you're a lineman,
yeah,
once you put that hand on the ground, it can't come up. And when they stop, they can go from a 2-point to look over at the bench, but the hands on the ground for a couple of them now. And now he's holding still, the left tackle. Got some linemen in some unfamiliar positions here. Straight ahead, Diaz has the first down and a lot more, down to about the 21.
So I think
I'm going to look and see if these are some. I don't see Big Zahersky playing defense now. I'm wondering if we got some twos in there. There's the fully loaded pistol. Hyro Williams to the near side. Osier Kimball to the far side. Option. Osier gets it. Osier gets down.
Fumble.
He was definitely down, and they had that.
He marked it. He
had it right away. Osier got something in his eye. Those little rubber pellets bounce up out of that turf. Boy, they're annoying. So 2nd and 8 for Whitaker and the Titans. He's got Diaz to his right. 3 receivers to the far side. Single receiver to the near side is Jairo Williams. Bump and run on him. That's what they want. Going to float it down just too far. He was open behind him, but it was just too far and probably should have been to the outside if I'm going to nitpick.
He put some air underneath it, so he gave him a chance to run underneath it, but it was just out of bounds or over the end line.
A little bit late.
That was the first pass I think he had a chance to throw without getting sacked.
Yes. Yeah, the clean pocket that time. 2:16 to go, clock stopped, third quarter, 3rd and 8 for Lorain.
Now they got Kimball and Jairo out there together, so they ought to be able to work out some sort of pass combination into that far right corner.
Yeah, fortunately, Fortunately, JoJo Gaines ran into the defender because that was coming back. And it just wasn't a look-off at all. And 24, Justice Apathy. We have apathy on the field, Tom.
Yeah.
But we also have justice.
Justice and apathy.
I think that's kind of cool.
Oh, what?
4th and 8.
Now that no one's covering that slot man.
Well,
they should be able to get it out to him
right now. Whistle, that's got to be delay a game timeout.
Okay.
Timeout, Lorain.
That's their first.
Yeah, with 2:12 to go in the third quarter, trailing 23-0. Lorain will talk things over. What you got for us, Tom?
I got a GMC. We'd like to thank the Northeast Ohio Buick GMC dealers, Joyce Buick GMC, for supporting our schools this year. Whether you're looking for a new GMC truck or a used Buick SUV, drop by Joyce Buick GMC and check out their inventory for a wide range of new and pre-owned vehicles. They always say, "Go Titans."
Yes, they do. They've been here a couple games with giveaways and things like that, T-shirts, and had some cars on display. We appreciate their support. So 4th and 8. Let's see what Coach Boyes comes up with. Same look, 1, 2, and 3 out to the far side. That's Jairo Williams, Osier Kimball, and JoJo Gaines.
See, I see Osier, but he has to step back so he can get that pass behind the line of scrimmage so they can get out some blockers for him.
Right. Well, if he catches it behind anybody catches it behind the line of scrimmage, those guys are allowed to block downfield.
Exactly, that's what I mean.
Yep.
You can't go forward.
Instead, Whitaker rolls. Whitaker gets hit. Whitaker bounces off and instead loses 7 yards.
Yeah, I see Zahorski's in there. I think they put him in now in that timeout.
Well, we'll see it again. He's doing the sack dance coming off. He comes. Well, it wasn't him.
No, it's 15.
He finished him off. The linebacker,
Mitchell
Hausler bumped him and pushed him back into Zahorski, who was waiting, and finished him off back for a loss of about 8 yards back to the 30. So another promising Titan drive comes up empty. That wasn't quite the red zone, but that's 2 trips deep into Midpark territory without a point. Bowser, single setback. That is the freshman. He's going to run. A nice defensive play there.
He read that the whole way. You can see him coming. There he is right there. Yep, Diaz came in.
Yep.
Officials timeout, an injury on somebody.
I think Diaz was cramped up.
Well, he come limping off on his own.
Whitaker comes in. Yeah, he reached down, tried to stretch it out by grabbing his toe. I used to be able to do that. Now I have to cross my legs to grab my toes. And that's not easy.
No. Get up tight, get up tight, get up tight on him. There he is. That's O'Sear out tight. Now that's how I would have covered it a long time ago.
I think we're going to see a lot of on the ground, though. Look at me. That was a sure thing. Quick slant was wide open for a gain of about 10, 11. Sets up a very manageable 3rd and 3. Diaz back, Whitaker out. Good thing J.L. Diaz is showing blitz, and he stepped back and then hesitated, or he'd have been in the neutral zone for sure. Bowser all alone, going to keep it. And looks to me like he got there.
Pretty close, if not.
Yep, he did. All he had to do was touch the line, and he did. So first down, Midpark. Keeps the clock rolling with 47 seconds. This could be the last play of the quarter if they want it to be. That's the freshman Harden. Breaks a tackle.
Penalty flag coming in.
It's going to be a face mask, I think. There were 3 flags thrown right at the ball carrier. That was the previous play on the replay. Here's this one. No, that's the previous play, the first down.
It's a big one.
That's the 15-yard face mask. And I think it was for duration as much as violence. Because they had it for about 5 yards. There wasn't the quick grab and let go.
I've seen another flag, but I think the referees were just giving it back to him.
So the flag takes it inside the 40 to the 38. 1st and 10, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. That'll do it for the 3rd quarter. We've played 3. Titans on top, but the Midpark Titans, Berea Midpark Titans on top. 23-0. Back with the 4th quarter after this timeout.
Ohio State is saving lives every day.
This is Ohio State.
We're the economic engine of the state, a major employer.
Over 60,000 students. We're on the forefront of cancer research. an educational core of Ohio.
Impacting tens of thousands daily.
Our alumni organization is nearly 500,000 worldwide.
This is Ohio State.
This is Ohio State.
Ohio State.
This is the Ohio State University.
First and 10 for Berea Midpark as we get set to start the fourth quarter. They lead 23-0.
Boy, they got an island way out on there.
Oh my gosh, they're playing 10 on 10 inside though. Straight ahead, that's Harden, the freshman. Bounces off a tackle, going to have a first down inside the 30 to about the 26.
I seen a block way back. No, I'm wrong. He just drove him that far back.
I saw the one you saw on the replay, yep. So first and 10 down at the 27. Straight ahead, that's Bowser.
I tell you, he's
grabbed at the ankles. There's a flag well behind the play.
He had me fooled again. I'm running that, watching the running back. He fooled Diaz also.
Yeah.
Yeah. Slick ball handler,
Let's see what
but
the flag
holding.
is.
Holding.
It is holding. So that's going to come back 10 back to the 42. Then make it 2nd and 18. And as much as I hate to say this, these haven't been a problem.
No.
I mean, they have consistently converted against our defense these after penalties.
Long distances. They don't have the middle covered.
Break the backfield. Bowser wants it all. Got a man out there. Throws it, overthrows him. Out of bounds. That was Nick Reese, I believe, number 11.
I'd go back and chart all this quarterbacks. I think he's thrown the majority of his passes right. Because I've said a lot of times where I've seen on the left-hand side are open, he still goes right.
Well,
which is natural. He's a right-hander. He
for
rolls
the
right.
most part, to the left has been the trips, where they've run everything off of the bubble screen look. So when they've gone downfield, they have gone to the single receivers. Now they've got 2 to each side, and Harden in the backfield. He comes out to the side. There's the bubble screen. Just one-man screen, though, and that is number 12, Nick Reese. So he had for about half of it. Going to make it 3rd and about 7.
You know, the bubble screen, it isn't the pitch and catch. It's the blocking that really matters on that.
Make it 3rd and about 9, I guess, is where they spotted it. I was going to say the box had it half 4th, half 3rd, but it is 3rd down. 2 out, 20 yards to the near side. Single receiver short side. Bowser's going to keep it. Bowser's going to turn it up. He's not going to get there. He's going to get about 3. Gets it inside the 25. I would not be surprised to see the field goal unit, but I wouldn't be surprised to not see it. 4th and about 8. To be honest, the kick would be 43 yards.
You would think they might want to do it just to see just to see if he can do it.
Yeah. And they may. I mean, they still may let the clock run here and then call timeout, which there's a lot of milling around out there. My basketball teams used to run that, the let's mill around offense. There's the timeout.
Here comes the field goal team.
He's loosening up. Now they're huddling up. Hall is, you can see he's the guy on the sideline, looks like the Rockette, kicking his leg up in the air, trying to get the coach's attention.
And they're snapping from the 25. They would be lined up on the 34.
It would be 43, 44 yards.
Yeah.
But they have brought, there is no indication, and the kicker is not on the field. This is the offense. I think they're just going to run a quarterback keep and let it be what it is. You know, with 9:36 to go, something really bizarre would have to happen to get the Titans back in this game. And one of those things that could be really bizarre would be a block kick return.
Well, yeah, maybe.
So I don't think you'd.
They will shift the momentum for sure. Block kick for a score.
Well, yeah. Number one, it would just lift the spirits. The body language on the Titans sideline is not good. So 4th and about 8. Going to throw double pass. He's as open as
he just underthrew
him. Diaz read it and was after the wide receiver, who I believe was Reese, that's number 4, Alexander. That's the young man that got the big hit. Glad to see him back on the field. And that was the freshman running back, Harden, that was downfield. And I think Diaz might have rushed that. So the Titans hold and take over on downs at the 25 with 9.5 minutes to go in what looks to be their season.
Well, that was Alexander. He was only a 10th grader himself. So maybe they were just giving some young kids some chances.
But he's the one that took the...
Yeah. Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
What's probably the hit of the year for Lorain. Chase Davis in at quarterback. Osir Kimball next to him. You want to give your seniors a chance in what looks to be your last game. Hyro Williams on the reverse. First time all year they've run this. Hyro's off to the races. Hyro's got one man to beat. Hyro Williams tripped up at the 10-yard line. So Hyro Williams goes 65 yards. Only an incredible defensive effort here.
Got him down. Yeah.
First time all year. And you see here he's coming from the near side. It's number 13, Mason Nichols-Price. And he came from the near side of the field all the way across to stop the score and preserve the Berea Midpark shutout. Whistle. And that's because the sticks were still at the other end of the field. These guys, hey.
They're older guys.
They're like our age. Now they're going to send one of the Titans off. Braden Buchanan is coming in to replace Amari Malone.
He might come in as a tight end.
He's coming in as a tackle because they sent the one off. So you got Luke Wilson at left guard and Braden Buchanan at left tackle. Deontay Edwards in the near side. Chase Davis looks. He wants to throw the corner route. Gets it inside instead to JoJo Gaines for an 11-yard touchdown pass.
Boy, he had some time. That's the only time he had that much time.
So, now the Titans, I see something marching off. Did they take the flag off, or did we spike the ball? I see a Midpark player down, and I see that they've walked it back. Must have been a holding penalty, Tom, because that's 10 yards from the line. So let's take the points off the board. I sure did not see a flag.
No.
Do we have that play on tape? Listen to me.
Yeah.
it is. I did not see a flag. Still don't see one. And he did have all kinds of time, and it had to be on the out of the screen to the left side. You know, the officials are having their own little confab. You know, not that it means a whit, Tom, but as I look out there, I see a crew of 5. Do I not?
Yes, you do.
All year long we've played.
Oh no, he's
is
one
there a
down.
sixth one down in the corner.
He's in the corner. Yes.
Okay, I was going to say, is he getting nachos? I see him. I was going to say because all of the playoff games in the state are tonight.
Yeah, 6. Yes.
So
and I'm sure they all probably have 6 officials.
Yeah. So it's 1st and 20 from the 21. There's a wide angle look at it. I still don't see a flag.
What they call unsportsmanlike conduct?
No,
then?
it was 10 yards, so it was holding. So 1st and 20 for Lorain at the 21. The shutout is intact. Same play for Hyro. Got a nice block there. Gets down inside the 10. Got the penalty yardage back and a little bit more. The ball loose.
I see some jumping around from the white
and it's
shirts.
Midpark ball. Midpark ball. Let's see what happened. That's the same reverse they went. You got a nice crackback block there by 55.
Number 4 just took the
pulled
ball
it
from
away.
him.
That's Alexander.
He just pulled it out of his. And didn't he get the one down? Who fumbled?
He just threw the pass.
No, I'm thinking.
Oh, he pulled it loose before on Chase Davis. Yes, he did.
Down on the 5-yard line.
Inside the 10.
Yep. I mean, not a tackle. He just ran for the ball and pulled out his arm.
Not by accident. That's 3 times inside the 25 the Titans have turned it over. Midpark takes over on the 9-yard line. You know, some of the fans outside of the press box are yelling for the runner to be down, but we saw on the replay, Tom, he was definitely not down. Straight ahead, that's Harden. Harden's got a big gain and out of bounds outside the 20. Bounced it out nicely, got run out of bounds.
Yeah, Luke Wilson had a chance for him. And
it's right at the 25, 1st and 10.
Yeah. Just eluded his fingertips.
Bowser had problems with the exchange, and he just kept it and ate it in the backfield for a loss. So it looks to me like after a long road, they're going to have a 3-game winning streak at Berea Midpark.
Eight minutes to go. Short quarter. Now they have their
clock
starter.
is running, and they're, he is watching the back judge, who's signaling 10 seconds left on the clock. So they got it down to about 5. Pass incomplete. Flag in the air. I think they hit the quarterback.
Yeah, just taking
roughing
some fresh,
the passer. I think Ezra got him, and he got him late.
Way late. Yeah, that's frustration on Lorain's part.
So that'll move the sticks. I'm trying to see who's marking it up. Where'd they put it? Down at the 39, 1st and 10. Well, there seems to be some confusion. Is there another penalty? I mean, I see one of the Midpark players 15 yards down the field. And it sure is. There's another one. This has to be unsportsmanlike conduct. That has to be in response to the previous call. So that takes it across the 50 to the 46.
That's a 30-yard penalty, whatever it was.
Combination, yeah. $7:47 to go. You may hear some of the Lorain fans in the background. I can assure you that the officiating tonight has not.
They're not
the reason that this game is 23-0. Berea Midpark came in very well prepared and seized the momentum with that quasi-onside kick after their first score. And even though they didn't score then because they turned it over, it just seemed like it kind of had taken the wind out of Lorain's sails. And finally, it appeared that Lorain has solved some of this three-receiver. Look, empty backfield again for Bowser. 2 to the far side, 3 to the near side. Straight back, quarterback draw. Not going
not
anywhere
this time.
That time.
Not this time.
That is 52. Juicy Ray in there on the sack.
I think they still have their starters in.
You know what was humorous? I don't know if you saw that.
Jumping over the pile.
No. One of the offensive linemen was holding the wrist of the quarterback that didn't have the ball in it as he got sacked.
Oh, okay.
$6:15 to go in the ball game. 3rd and 13. Harden bounces off, does not bounce off. Jersey tackle there. That was
number 8.
Jemias Gaines, number 8. Generous spot. Makes it 4th and about 16. And they'll gladly punt. So Ball is going to get a chance to kick, but not the one he wanted. 2 deep for Lorain. Number 2 is Kimbrough. Number 3 is Gaines. And again, the clock is running. The referee with the back judge with his hand up in the air. Now there's a whistle, timeout Midpark, just to save the delay of game. Because I suppose you want to coach them the way you would coach it in a 2-point game.
I guess.
Score is 23-0 Berea Midpark, and it looks like this dream season for the Titans is going to come to an end in 9-2 officially, unless something really bizarre happens.
5 minutes and 21 seconds. You have to be really bizarre, I think.
Well, but you know you've got to take a big picture look here. The Titans lost a tremendous senior class last season. Headlined by John Salmon.
Yeah.
First team. He was all Ohio, and they also lost their head coach. And you brought in a whole new coaching staff.
Not to say they didn't lose a whole offensive line also.
Oh, yeah, you lost 4 offensive linemen. And new coaching staff, new system, and they adapted really well. There's punt is away. Going to hit about the 25, roll dead about the 20. Field is clean of laundry, so the Titans will put it in play at the 20. 5:11 to go in the game. Now, Titans have another really fine senior class. As I go down some of these names, and I don't mean to omit anybody. Osteer Kimball, Hyro Williams, Joseph Gaines, Chase Davis, Ray Smith, first-year player as a senior, Johnny Geiger, Alex Christian, Manny Rosario, Joey Hall Jr., Isaiah Ray, the only lineman back from last year, Luis Santiago, Rodney Crawford, Jahil Mincy Bedell, Amir Johnson Smith, and Luke Wilson will all finish their high school career tonight. And there's no more bittersweet feeling. And eventually you realize that you're grateful that it happened. Sidearmed out to Hyro in the backfield. He's got the 30. He's got the 40. He's got the sideline. 2 men to beat, have an angle. He's got 1 beat. Hyro Williams, 2 outs!
That's 80 yards. You know, like you said, there's no laundry on the field.
Yep.
Nice block over here by, who was that, Gaines?
Joseph Gaines, yes.
Yep.
We're going to call that a pass, Tom, because I'm not sure that it wasn't a lateral. Because he went in motion behind Chase Davis. Now, the Titans certainly have to go for 2 here. Just because the math says 3/8 is 24.
Yeah. Now, do they pooch one?
No, I think they just flat out onside kick it. I think we're short alignment. Oh my goodness, are we going to have to use a timeout on an extra point? We don't have any receivers to the far side of the field. You better take a timeout. Yep. Because any sliver of hope kind of rests on this play, Tom.
I know.
And the Titans weren't ready to go for 2. And it wasn't just one guy. I mean, we had 8 guys out there at one point.
I think that 80-yarder fooled them.
Well, but
yeah,
they weren't doing the math. So 23-6. Just looking at some of these scores from Fox 8 News, Avon's going to move on. And again, if these scores are correct, Sandusky tied it for 28 in the 4th quarter. Clearview's season ends at 9-2, or 8-3 rather, with Napoleon came in with 4 first-half turnovers and running clocked them at 49-0.
It's hard to overcome those 4 turnovers. And they still have a junior quarterback, if I'm not mistaken. So.
Yes, they do. So fully loaded pistol for Davis. Now they bring Williams in motion, and there's all kinds of flags. Dead ball traveling on the Titans. Maple Heights is winning 16-7 in the 4th quarter.
Was that a home game for them?
Yes. Mentor's 31-7 over St. Ignatius.
They beat them earlier in the season, if I'm not mistaken.
21-14 or something like that. It was a close game. North Ridgeville moves on, 42-6 over Toledo Start. Olmsted Falls will move on, 35-7 over Amherst. Midview's season comes to an end at the hands of Parma Padua. Now what?
Not enough guys on the field, I think.
Illegal substitution means I think you got too many. You can't check out mentally, fellas.
Yeah.
Chase fakes. Chase lofts it down the middle. Nobody home. Incomplete. And it's 23-6. I'm not sure if he was throwing that to Kimball or Gaines.
Went over both their heads.
Yep.
Yeah.
Vermillion looks like they're going to move on. Their first ever home playoff game, 37-21 in the fourth.
Well, we're going to see a whole new kick in here from the
see
right
how
hash.
bunched it is.
Yeah. Very unlike the pro rules.
Well, you got to have 5 on each side of the tee. You can't bunch them all on one side like you used to could. Now, by doing what they're doing, they're announcing where they're kicking it, basically. But interestingly, Midpark's only got 4 guys on the front line. Jacob Rivera, you don't know how much he's worked on this as a soccer player. Now, he got too much of it, all the way down to the 35, recovered by Aiden Spraggins, number 40.
I think he was hoping for one of those high bouncers. You got to kick it higher, though.
Higher on the ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you see the stripe on the football, you've got to kick above the stripe. Or you got to lay it sideways.
I wonder how many times they've worked on it.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
I don't, like I said, Jacob is a soccer player by trade. Spends Friday nights on the football field, but probably only the last couple of weeks that he's been a full-time football player. So Midpark takes over on their 35 with 4:55 to go, and this is still Bowser.
Still Harden also.
Yep. He's gone pretty much the whole way after the first quarter. Harden makes a cut, got a first down and about 12 yards on that play.
But look how many white shirts are over there, lead blocking. Yeah. And he just following him behind.
Yep.
Big 77, just following behind him. And that's the way you teach your runner, especially if you got a ninth grader.
Jim Brown made a nice living following 77, didn't he?
Yeah.
Dick Shaffreth.
Back, yep.
Trips to the near side. Bowser and Harden in the backfield. Tight end to the far side. Well, clock down under 10 seconds. He'll start the play call now. Pumps the leg, ready for snap. Harden gets swallowed up by the middle of the line that time. There's Big Luke. 68, Braden Buchanan. Neither team has any interest in stopping the clock.
No.
I mean, the Titans, by virtue of not making the 2 points,
are out of it.
Yeah. Oh, somebody pushed the tackle back into, I think it might have been Diaz that time. The pulling tackle got shoved back into the running back. Timeout, Lorain. It's 3rd and 15, it looks like. 3:19 to go. Here we'll see it again. Yeah, that was just Diaz just shoved the pulling lineman. Nick Hanchuk, one of the young guys, a sophomore, will not be happy come film time. But that'll be about the only thing he won't like about the film of this one. And Midpark's going to advance and travel to Perrysburg next week, where they'll take on the number 3 seed, Perrysburg Tigers, I think.
I'm not sure.
Who
I'm not sure.
had a relatively easy time in their first game.
With Medina?
With Medina, correct.
Now, Lorain will play Medina in a league game next year. So.
Yes, they will. Yeah. Lots will be different besides the people who graduate next year as Lorain goes to a much more deep league. There's a touchdown. Are they going to catch him? Pulled down that. You got to give somebody credit. That was
Gaines?
Johnny Geiger, number 11.
Geiger, okay.
Never gave up. It's that same little run the hash marks pattern that he's been open on 2 or 3 times. That was, of course, Aiden Spraggins, number 40. So it's 1st and goal at the 5. 3:07 to go. Let's see what they decide to do.
Now, you say they averaged 30 points a game?
26.
26.
Maybe so that's right around their average.
They're making sure they hit their average.
Well, we'll see what they do here.
Sweep left. Nope, middle.
That's Harden, and he's got nothing there at the first play. Lost about a yard back to the 6. That's again the middle of the defense. That is 8 Geiger, or Gaines rather, Jemias Gaines, and 79 Luke Wilson. Down to 2:10 here as the clock ticks.
You notice Lorain doesn't try to steal the ball on that. They just tackle like you're tackling, but no one has gone in there and trying to rip the ball, even though.
And it's happened to them.
Yeah, twice.
And it's been, you know, Tom, if you go back to the first scrimmage of the year, it was a problem then. They turned it over a bunch in both of their scrimmages. There was a big hole there for Harden. He got necktied and pulled down at about the 1. That wasn't.
No, we always said right now to show a lot of sportsmen, you take a knee.
Well, you've got to.
Yeah, but
you've got to coach your team too. And then they're certainly not in any hurry. Now he's going to go. Is he going to go under center? Hasn't all night.
But look at the big gaps in there.
Yep. That guard center gap on the right side is huge. And that's the side they go to, and they get in with.
I think they just want to get Harding a touchdown. Yep.
58 seconds to go. Harden gets a 1-yard run. And it's 29-6 with the extra point to follow. That's about the only thing that's gone run for Berea Midpark tonight is the missed extra point.
He's going to try to put this one in the concession stand.
Well, look, they left the window open for him. Knocked that one through. 30-6, Berea Midpark has been in control from the opening drive, and they're going to move on. And Tom, if you want to be honest, this is why they put 16 teams in the playoffs, because all leagues are not created the same.
I can see that.
And Berea Midpark just had a much tougher regular season schedule. And in fact, defeated a team that moved on tonight over a solid Amherst team.
When I seen they beat Olmsted Falls, I knew they had quality.
Right.
Their 7 losses in a row. Even their preseason, not preseason, but their non-league games were pretty good teams.
Well, they only have one, and it was Brunswick.
They beat them,
and then they lost 7 in a row.
Then they lost to Strongsville and somebody else pretty decent, Nordonia or somebody pretty decent. They didn't play slouches.
No.
Here's that
Pooch punt away right into the middle. Picked up there and sliding down is Johnny Geiger. 56 seconds to go. Coach Boyes out with the offensive guys.
Think that little pass to Hyro again.
We'll see what they come up with.
Got Osier in the backfield, but they do have Hyro out there on the left slot. But look at this line on the 50-yard line.
Yeah.
Is that a prevent?
Well, we only had 10 guys. Here comes Jayzion Moore into the backfield. Chase Davis puts Osier Kimball in motion, straight back, wants it down the seam, got a man. That's JoJo Gaines, number 3. He's inside the 45 before he's put down. It'll stop the clock to move the sticks. 47 seconds to go.
See, Hyro came over to this side this time.
Yep. Serrano and Hyro are to the near side along with Osier.
Can't take your time if you want to hustle. Try to get respectable another score. I don't know if Lorain was set.
I don't think. Intended for Hyro Williams, and again, Chase just can't push off that ankle. Clock stopped with 26 seconds to go.
If this is a completion for a touchdown, it may be the last play.
Completion in bounds, it might be
That's what I meant, in bounds, sure.
Chase, it is a completion. It's going to stop the clock because of the first down. That's Hyro Williams.
Hustle up.
19 seconds left. Timeout. Somebody.
It's another way of stopping the clock.
Somebody's hurt. And there's a flag. That can only be unsportsmanlike conduct. It's on Midpark. That was really interesting because the official who threw that was in the middle of the Lorain players when he threw it. So that one had to be a long distance bomb drop.
What could you have said that long distance?
I can imagine what he said. I just can't believe he said it that loud. So a clock stopped here with 19 seconds to go. Let's go back and take a little bit of a review back as to what happened tonight. Midpark got the opening kickoff and went right down the field. A 25-yard quarterback keeper by Bowser got him on the board. He went around left end. The extra point was good, and it was 7-0. They came out to kickoff and pooched it down the field to about the 35-yard line. Lorain let it hit and kind of thought it was going out of bounds. Midpark played it like it was the live ball that it was and came up with it, so they had a second possession before Lorain touched the football. And while they didn't score as they turned it over on that play, that was kind of the momentum of the game from there. Lorain has 1st and 10 now on the 18 after the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Moore is next to Davis. Hyro in motion. Turns, comes back. Wings it out to Osier on the bubble screen. He's got nothing. Going to have about 3 yards, and that should do it. Nobody's got any timeouts left. Well, Midpark's got one, and they're not interested in using it. 5 seconds, 4 seconds left. Snap back. Chase has one shot, throws it down the seam, knocked away, and this one's over.
And Midpark moves on.
Yep, 30-6 over the Titans in what was a seeding stunner, but people who know high school football will not be surprised that Berea Midpark came out of here with a win. In this Titan season that was a season of such great accomplishment comes to a rough end at 9-2. You know, you were 9-1. You were a play away from 10-0, really. 35-32 at Willoughby South.
And now we're extra points there. Yeah.
Yep. And
get them in.
And then tonight, just right from the get, Midpark jumped on them offensively, and the Titans shot themselves in the foot enough times in, offensively. 3 possessions inside the 25. They got no points. It wasn't until the very end that they scored in the last 5 minutes on a 80-yard run. That didn't even score in the red zone. In fact, they turned it over 4 times inside the 25 because of
that last one there.
Yep.
You have to give credit to that Alexander, the 10th grader, that he took the ball away twice inside the
10-yard line. He pulled it out of Lorain players' hands. Hey, Tom, while we're doing our bid here, I want to do some big thank yous to people who have helped us all year long. This is Club TV 20, Mr. Trout's crew, Andre Cook, Dasani Smalls, Deshaun Gore, LeAngelis Rosario, Shavar Patrick, Tavon McClellan. Thank you, all of you guys, for what you've done all year. We appreciate you, and we hope you get some learning out of it. I know the 2 guys, Mr. Trout and Mr. Pisciotti, also appreciate you. And it's been fun, and we look forward to working with you during basketball. Final thoughts, Tom?
Well, it's been a long season, a successful season. You can't judge the whole season on this last game.
You go home disappointed, and you feel bad.
But you got you get 24 hour 24-hour rule. You got to feel good about you had a nice season.
Yeah, I want to especially congratulate Coach Boyes and the seniors for what they've accomplished this year. Coach Boyes came in at the beginning of the summer, really. May, I believe, we hired him. And he pulled a crew together with a new coaching staff and a new system, a whole new offensive look.
Yeah, exactly.
And they go 9-1, and then with a home playoff game, which was one of the goals before the season. If you ask them their goals, the first one was to win the LEL, and the second one was to have a home playoff game. Yeah. And they accomplished those 2 goals.
Beat Elyria, beat Sandusky.
No, beat Elyria and Sandusky was the other 2 goals.
Yeah.
So they did what they set out to do. Nobody likes to lose the last game, but everybody but one does.
Well, here's what's nice. Now you take your time off, and then you get back in the weight room. You prepare for next year
with a good experience in mind too.
Yes.
That's the biggest thing. And congratulations to the Titans and their coaching staff. And I couldn't be prouder to be from Lorain. You know what I'm going to say in just a minute, Tom.
It's a nice thing to be from Lorain, yeah.
And as we say goodnight, for Club TV 20, for Michael Pisciotti, Terry Trout, for my partner Tom Bauer, this is Jay Ferguson. And once again, reminding you, it is a great time to be a Titan.
Well, even when you read Pasteur, then they had them up by 2. Yeah. Because if you look at their schedule, they were like 23 in their schedule. At least they got a terrible count.
Yeah.
Not yellow like